Hi, my name is Casey Gillimbardo, and I'd like to talk to you about grouping students by feedback. Often I give formative assessments, and when I look at the student feedback, I realize that there's several trends. Now, in the early part of my career, I would give student feedback, and then I'd have to have individual conversations with every single student about what their next steps were. And the more experience I get with teaching, I realize that sometimes there's a more efficient way to do that. So one of the things I do is I group students by the type of feedback. And so 4 or 5 students might be sitting at the same station that all had problems with organization or sentence structure or developing an argument, whatever it is that you're assessing. And so when I explain what I want them to work on, I'm having a conversation with 6 students instead of individual ones. And I also provided that station a set of resources. It might be a video, it might be exemplars from another assignment, whatever it is that they can use to then make those changes. And that makes it more efficient so I can visit just 5 stations and have that conversation instead of with 20 individual students. The other reason I like grouping students by stations, the next class, and probably the biggest reason I do that, is that it's the message that we're sending to students. We know that feedback is important. We give them feedback and we tell them to revise it. But what message do we send students if we don't make time in class for them to actually revise that work? To expect them to do it on their own is sending a mixed message to our students. So I think it's really important that if we really want our students to revise this assignment, that we say, we want it so much that we're going to spend 20 minutes of the next class giving you time to revise it, check in with me, rely on your peers at your station, and then hand it back. And I think that's really kind of important. So this is a grouping strategy that I use. It takes about 20 minutes of the following class, depending on what it is I give them feedback for.